Hello, in this presentation we will be discussing how to assess people's information needs. By assessing people's needs, we can provide them an information system that can assist them in their future endeavors. To assess information needs of an organization, we first need to identify issues the organization will be facing. We then need to list the needs, or in other words, factors that will make a difference in decision making. When we have identified the factors, we need to create taxonomy, which is a method of analyzing this data. The final steps are to prioritize the factors and then develop a plan of how to address the issues in the order of their importance. To start assessing a person's needs, first we need to know the problems that are facing that person. In my presentation, the client is a sophomore in college. At the beginning of the second semester, I asked her what decisions she would be making in the next 6 months. She responded by saying that she will be looking for summer housing, finding an internship, and deciding whether or not to pursue taking summer classes. To assess the decisions and needs of the client was asked to list what factors would make a difference in her decision. So, for example, the cost of summer housing would be important to our client, but the actual type and look of the house is unimportant, and is thus not on the list. In addition, an expert was asked to make a list of factors that will affect the decision. Listed on the slide are the results of asking this question. Then each was asked to rank the decision-making factors on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the least important and 10 being the most important. The rankings will be listed on the next slide. Here are the tables that list the decisions versus the respective factors that can affect these decisions. The client and the expert were each asked to rank the factors based on their importance relative to the other factors. So, for example, for summer housing, landlord was assigned a 4, since having a good landlord can be important. However, the identity of one's landlord does not affect the decision for a summer internship or summer classes, thus receiving a value of 1 for that decision. This slide shows the rest of the rankings. Next, we then calculated the averages and ranges of all the different factors. From this information, we were able to decide how the factors fit into one of the 4 categories: essential information, rapid collection items, periodic collection items, and low priority items, which will be explained later. This is the rest of the table. As stated before, we use the averages and ranges of the factors to fit them into one of 4 categories: essential information, which includes factors that are important to all decisions; rapid collection items, which include factors that are important to most decisions. This information should be collected for all decisions for use when as needed; periodic collection items, which includes factors that are important to some but not all decisions; low priority items, which is a set of factors that is ignored and not really important. The above information shows the assessment. The result of this assessment means that information on different houses by location and amount of money earned during internship should definitely be included in the information system. Information should also be collected on the rapid collection items and periodic collection items, since they will more than likely be used in the future. This needs assessment is essential since it helps one prioritize what information needs are really important to the various decisions that need to be made. However, we should realize that this list should be reassessed periodically, because changing economics and other changing circumstances could modify some of the priorities. A limitation of the needs assessment would also be that one client and one expert when interviewed. To get a bigger picture, more people should be interviewed. This is the end of the presentation. Thank you very much for listening.